Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we're going to start with our lesson after we have a break, almost 2 to 3 months. Yeah. So today we're going to look at chapter 7, the external audit. Right. So what is the purpose and nature of an external audit? So what is actually external audit? The purpose of external audit is to develop a finite list of opportunities that could benefit a firm and threats that should be avoided. Yeah, so actually, it's actually give a list or a guidelines to the organization on the expected opportunities and also threats that will happen to the firm or an organization. And it is aimed at identifying key variables that offer actionable responses. So this external audit could actually guide the organization um, on a matter of uh, anything that actually can give the responses of the actions of the organization. Yeah, so it will give the variables. Variable maknanya dia akan memberikan apa perkara-perkara yang sepatutnya dilakukan oleh firm itu atau organisation itu um, untuk meneruskan their operation ataupun their production. Okay. So we look at the key external forces. Yeah. So these external forces can be divided into 5 broad categories. Yeah. We have 5 broad categories, or we can call it as pastel analysis. Yeah, pastel analysis. So we have economic forces, and then social, cultural, demographic, and natural environment forces. Yeah, number 3, political, governmental, and legal forces. Number 4, technological forces, and number 5, competitive forces. So these 5 external forces will actually give guidelines and also key variables to the organization on opportunities and threats that might encountered by them. Okay, and these key external forces can are actually linked to the organization. Yeah, so you can actually depict this. You can actually look at uh, the diagram in your slides. Yeah, so how these key external forces can actually link to the organization, and these external forces actually will actually tell the organization how to find their opportunities and also threats. So this is the key external forces. Yeah? And the process of performing, yeah, an external audit. Yeah, so we're going to look at the process. Yeah, the process of performing this external audit. So to perform this external audit, a company must gather competitive intelligence and information about economic, about social, cultural, demographic, environmental, and so on and so forth. So the firm need to gather the information on this pastel analysis lah, on the 5 external forces tadi tu. Yeah. After information is gathered, it should be assimilated and evaluated. Yeah, so after dah dapat the information itu perlu disusun dan juga di evaluate tu maknanya kita cuba untuk um, lihat bagaimana information ini dapat membantu company itu untuk mengenal pasti opportunity dan juga threat. So for example, macam apa yang akan dilakukan selepas dapat information itu, macam mana nak evaluate, macam mana nak assimilate dengan cara meeting among managers, yeah, in the organization. So all managers akan adakan meeting lah, yeah, and they are needed to collectively identify the most important opportunities and also threats facing the firm. So this is what actually happened in the process of performing an external audit. And then we look at the industrial organization IO view. Yeah, I/O view. So this industrial organization view on strategic planning advocates that external industry factors are more important than internal one. Yeah, so external factors are important than the internal factor to gain and sustain competitive advantage. Yeah. So what happened here, like Porter's five forces model. So we have learned this. Yeah. So these Porter's five forces model suggests that the example of the IO perspective, yeah, which focus on analyzing external focus and industry variable as a basis for for getting and keeping competitive advantage. So this view, IO view, will assist the organization to help the organization to identify the most important variables to success. Yeah? And then next we look at the 10 external forces that affect organization.